The iPhone 13 mini. There is a lot to love about this smaller, more pocketable sized phone, but definitely doesn't skimp on a lot of features. Today's video, we're gonna go over 5 of my favorite iPhone 13 mini features. Let's get into it and let's talk tech. My name is Arnell with Ardently Tech. On this channel, we believe that tech was made to make our lives easier, so we're here to help you understand and discover that tech that was made to improve our lives. If you're somebody that's ever been confused by tech, or if you just want to learn more about it, definitely subscribe for more content like this. So jumping right into it, this phone is physically smaller than a lot of the other phones, most other phones, given the mini name in its nameplate, but it does not skimp on the screen size. This has a 5.4-inch screen, which is a lot bigger than the older iPhones that had the huge bezels. Those were physically bigger than this phone, but the screen actually pushes out to where it has minimal bezels and has that infamous notch all the way up at the top, but you're gonna love that screen. The screen's colors are very vibrant, they're very rich, and I really don't feel like I'm missing anything that some of the better, more higher end phones like OLED and some of those things and AMOLED that they have, that this phone kind of has a little bit more of a basic version, but I just love that the blacks look black and the whites look white and the colors look colorful, and that's really all you can really ask for at the end of the day. For most people, those are just fine for them. A little bit more about the display. It is nice and bright. It's brighter than some of the older phones, and it's honestly good for just when I'm walking around and out in daylight and I can see my phone just fine. There's very rare scenarios that I actually need my phone to be brighter. Now, there are times like at night when I'm scrolling and the lights are off and I'm just laying in bed, I would like the display to be a little bit darker, but honestly, that's kind of a niche situation, and for some people, that's not even a problem. The screen is certainly not bright enough to be an issue for me personally, especially in those late night situations. So yeah, you're just gonna love the brightness on the display. Next up is the capability of this phone. It shows no signs of slowing down. The processor is very good and just keeps up with all the daily tasks. You can do all your multitasking and have a bunch of apps open, and you're able to, jump between one app to another app, and you're able to just easily do things very quickly and fluidly, and there's very rare signs of slowing down, very rare signs of any issues or hiccups with it trying to keep up with what you're trying to do on the day-to-day basis. You're honestly not going to feel like your phone is lacking in any of these departments. I'm able to watch YouTube and play video games on my phone just fine, no hiccups, no issues. Now, before I get into my next big feature that I absolutely love, I do want to let you know that we did actually do a full review on this phone, so this video is going to be more about me ranting and raving about all the things that I love about this phone, but there are some things that I'm not too keen on, and I go over that into my actual full review, so definitely check that out. It'll be linked down below, and I'll also have an ad card right up here. And as always, if you are enjoying this content, drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about this video, what you think is your favorite feature on the iPhone 13 mini, and subscribe for more content like this. Now, my personal favorite feature on this iPhone is the amazing camera. So it is a crisp 12 megapixel camera. You are definitely going to enjoy the photos that you get out of this. While it's not as crazy as some of the newer phones with 48 megapixels and 108 megapixels, it definitely does the job and gets you the great pictures, the great crisp quality pictures that you want with rich, vibrant colors, great contrast, great dynamic range. You're really going to love the pictures that you get out of this. Now, that's when you're using the standard camera. It also does have an ultra-wide camera on the back as well, so you can get those ultra-wide angles and you're able to really capture everything you want in that one picture. Very rarely do I need to actually back up from the subject to be able to take a picture of something. I could just press that ultra-wide button and I'm good to go. This also does have cinematic mode, so I'm also able to get those really cinematic movie feel shots that just, have really great bokeh effect in the background, especially if you're able to frame your shots and, really take advantage of the lighting and everything like that. You are absolutely going to love the cinematic mode on this camera. Now, I personally love the MagSafe capabilities that this phone has. I use a MagSafe wallet every day. I do MagSafe charging, and I use a MagSafe car dock. MagSafe is just one of those really unique inventions. Apple really re-engineered how magnetic connections can work with your phone, and it's honestly great. It's changed how I use my phone. It's changed my day-to-day life. It's just really great being able to just use a magnetic wallet, pull it out whenever I need to, and the ones that I use, I'll have them linked down below, but they're very good, strong magnetic connections that I personally don't feel like I need to worry about that they're gonna fall off of my phone and I'm gonna lose my wallet. And the car dock that I use is also really sturdy as well. I drive over speed bumps, I drive on the highway, you know, I do all of these things where my phone's gonna be shaking around and it stays rock solid, can't complain. One of my favorite MagSafe accessories is my 3-in-1 MagSafe charger. I absolutely love this charger, and I love MagSafe charging because I'm able to tell when my phone is connected. I'm able to just pop it on there, I can feel it physically snap and connect onto the charger, and I know that late at night when the room is dark, if I just feel that connection, I know I'm good to go. There's been countless times where I use non-MagSafe wireless chargers, I put my phone down and I wake up in the morning, it never charged because I just could never tell that it was actually connected. It just makes charging a breeze, and honestly, I feel that it's just fast enough for me to where there's very rare scenarios that I actually ever need to physically plug in and charge my phone. Now, my next favorite feature is just the overall size and aesthetic of this phone. I love that it is small enough to fit in my pocket, but looping back to my first point, the screen doesn't feel small at all, at least in my opinion. It's a physically smaller phone, the screen is just what I need, and ultimately, I just love being able to easily slide it in and out of my pocket, not have to worry about, oh, is this phone gonna fit in my cup holder of my car? Or is this phone gonna be too big to fit in my pocket? I just know that regardless of what situation where I'm at, I know that I can fit this phone pretty much anywhere and I'm just good to go. I love that it's not obnoxiously huge and it's just really convenient, and it just reminds me of the older days of like the iPhone 5S and some of the older smaller phones that are just a lot more pocketable, a lot more usable, and really just user-friendly. I mean, I just like being able to use this phone and use it as a phone, and I have my iPad if I need something bigger, I have a computer if I need something more powerful. I really don't need a bigger phone to bridge the gap and make my iPad feel pointless and redundant, so that's why I just like the smaller size of the iPhone 13 mini. Now, if you like these features, definitely check out our full review and our playlist, which we'll have linked right here for you to check out for yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.